doing today? How are you practicing your faith? God is watching you. Let's look at Matthew 17:20. It says, He replied, because you have so little faith, I tell you the truth. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. This is when Jesus was talking to the disciples and saying that if you have faith, even as small as a mustard seed, meaning even if you put a small amount of faith in God, you will be able to move mountains. I don't know what situation you're dealing with, whether it's that job situation, whether it's your business, whether it's your family, whether it's your marriage, whatever it is, we all are dealing with different unique circumstances. But I'm here to tell you, when you put your faith in God, He will do the impossible. God is waiting on you as a believer to make a decision in your mind to either trust Him or trust the circumstances. So you can either lean on your own understanding, or you can trust God even when it doesn't make sense in your mind. I think later this week, I'll get into a few testimonies that I've experienced, miracles that I've experienced in my own life. But it was because I decided to have faith. God tested me. Even when I heard doubts, even when the enemy was sending people to tell me, oh, this can't happen, this won't happen, I made a decision in my mind to have faith. I talked to people who were higher spiritually than me, who had wisdom from God, who basically told me, Cam, you need to have faith. Then I prayed to God by myself, and I told God, Lord, I don't understand what's going on. This situation is uncomfortable, but Lord, I'm going to trust you. And guess what happened? God showed up and He showed out. God did the impossible. And I can't say I was shocked, because when you put your faith, it's you trusting God to do the impossible. It's you not understanding how it's going to happen, but we serve a God where He can do the impossible. So this is something that's not going to be easy, guys. It's going to take practice. It's going to take you really trusting God and letting God be God. Sometimes as Christians, we want to manipulate or control situations to our benefit, but you have to get to a point where you trust God regardless of what it looks like. The enemy is going to throw obstacles. He's going to use agents to try to deter you from the path that God has put you on. But when you trust God and you build your faith, God is going to keep testing you. And then you're going to get to a point where certain things, they don't rattle you like they used to. When I was younger, even 2-3 years ago, certain things would happen. I would worry like, oh, Lord, I don't know how this is going to happen. But now when certain things happen in my life, I may have a small amount of doubt in my mind, but then the Lord reminds me